I'm Andrea Branch, the Executive Assistant for Athletics. You are watching the Black and Gold Report on WFXB.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report, a show all about UNC Pembroke athletics. I'm Jenna Davison, and today on the show, we're going to be catching up with head football coach Pete Chinnick, and on the second half of the show, we're going to be talking volleyball with head coach Angie Bird. But Coach, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Let's start off this week like we do every week. The Braves moved to 6-0 on the season with a too close for comfort 34-31 victory at Catawba on Saturday. UNCP racked up 17 points and nearly 250 total yards in what would turn out to be a decisive second quarter. What were your thoughts on the game and the way the team handled a little fourth quarter pressure?
Well, I was really pleased with the ability to find a way to win. I think during a season, you're always going to be gauged by games that you're up, games you're behind, games that are close. How do you handle it? And we've been able to answer the call every time. Our first quarter was not very good offensively. As you said, the second quarter gave us a cushion. We were able to keep that cushion, but allowed a little too much in the second half to make it too close of a game for what we would have liked or what we would have expected.
Well, fans who read the post-game story are aware of this, but you picked up your 100th win as a collegiate coach on Saturday and are 3 victories away from grabbing win number 50 at UNCP. What do benchmarks like that mean to you, and to what do you attribute most of your success over the last 13 years as head coach?
Well, I attribute a lot of my success to I've had really good players here at UNCP and at Azusa Pacific, and I've had really good assistant coaches who have helped me with that. And so I'm very fortunate, very blessed to have the people around me that I've had. Don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. I'm more excited about being 6-0, more excited about getting after Newberry this weekend. I think it'll be something that, once the season's over or maybe, sometime in the summer, reflect on a little bit. But right now you're in the day-to-day grind of, getting after the next opponent.
Well, after the game, you mentioned that Catawba threw some new stuff at you, and you took it as a compliment because teams are always looking for new ways to try and beat the Braves. 2 questions stem from this. First, what kinds of things did Catawba throw at you that you had not prepared for? And 2, what do you see in this new trend of Arsenal progressing as you head down the main stretch of the regular season?
Well, Catawba's about the 3rd or 4th team that has done something new on defense to kind of disrupt us and to just give us a different look, to throw a different front at us, a way to attack it, that kind of thing. And then they tweak some things, which is, I think it's a great compliment to our coaches on the defensive staff of how they attacked us offensively. When you're undefeated and a team is looking for a way to gain an advantage, they're looking for a surprise, they're looking for something that you're not used to. We're fortunate. We've got experienced players. I think they handled what they've seen, and they've been able to do that really week after week, and it hasn't really fazed us much. So, again, we found a way to overcome it and found a way to build off of it.
On Monday of last week, the Braves moved into the top 10 of the AFCA Top 25 poll. When a team is 6-0 and ranked 10th in the country, people talk about this so-called target on your back. Are you a believer in this superstition? And what sort of things have you had to tell your team this year that you may have not had to address in the past?
Well, I don't know if it's much a superstition as it is a reality. I mean, everybody's looking at you, everybody's pointing at you. You get a victory versus a 2-5 team, it's a little different if you get a victory against a 6-0 team. And so people are pointing to us. It could make a season for somebody to beat an undefeated team. I think Catawba claiming their victory, if they were able to get that against the number 10 team in the country, would have been big for them. So it's out there. It's a reality. We tell our guys they've got to be prepared for it. We will always get everybody's best game because of where we're at right now.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from Saturday's game. Will you walk us through them?
Sure. Love to. We've got a couple on offense, a couple on defense, and a couple on special teams. This is a touchdown pass between Luke Charles and B.J. Bunn. They've got a great connection here in that they know exactly where they are, what they're doing. B.J. reaches at the last second, grabs it. Very undefendable by a defender. This was a huge play for us. We're going to see John Rich go 81 yards. Luke Charles throws a great pass in the perfect location. Their DB, number 4, is going to try to steal it from us, but John gets it. Really gave us great momentum going into halftime. Very excited for us to be able to get that done. John outran a guy for about 60 yards. He's been telling us his whole career that he's fast. He proved it right here. Defensive play, going to see a great sack right here. Just a swarm. Devontae Bush coming in. Kadarius Mason coming in. O'Brien had no place to go. Really proud of our D-line getting these 2 sacks. Probably could have gotten a couple more if they would have stuck with it. Again, this is going to be Kadarius Mason again coming in with help from Matt Turner. A couple of special teams clips right here. Crucial when we weren't doing much in the third quarter offensively. Michael Doss is going to kick 45-yard plus, and then we're going to be able to down it. George Wingham and Ben DeSalle and Mike Yeary down there, down it at the 3-yard line. And then really game-winning field goal right here. Connor Haskins kicks a career-long 48-yarder. Great way to put us up in the fourth quarter, give us the cushion that we needed.
All right, well, we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we're going to continue talking to head coach Pete Shinnick, so stay tuned.
Must be basketball season coming up.
Yeah, but we're just headed to class.
I heard them at the library too. I guess we can't help it. Brave Nation is everywhere.
Fans, UNC Pembroke basketball season is back. Ben Miller, John Haskins, and the Braves are preparing for the upcoming season and need your support. Season tickets are just $70 for a reserved seat. Plus, each package includes a seat behind the UNCP bench for the exhibition game in Chapel Hill against the North Carolina Tar Heels while supplies last. For tickets, call the box office or visit uncpbraves.com.
The University of North Carolina at Pembroke was founded in 1887 by American Indians to provide education to the local community to ensure a pathway to success. Today, we're part of the world-renowned University of North Carolina system, but the spirit of our founding still guides us. Our strong academics are exemplified by standout programs in education, athletic training, business, and nursing, and by students working with professors on groundbreaking research. Explore the brave spirit today.